absolutely fantastic to have you part of the team, a part of the family. And the goal tonight is to really just help you get your NeoLife journey off to a good start. And we know that you joined NeoLife for a reason, right? We understand that you said yes to NeoLife because you have hopes, you have dreams, you have desires, and you have chosen NeoLife as your business partner or as your vehicle that will take your life from where it is right now to where you want it to be, to make those dreams become your reality. And we are incredibly excited to have you part of this NeoLife family. And I want you to know that we are 100% committed to doing everything in our power to making your journey a great success in NeoLife. And I just want to take a second to set your expectations. We will walk this journey with you. We will train you. We will support you. We're going to celebrate your victories in this business. We will lift you up and support you in your struggles, but we can't succeed for you. And it's very important that we just, right in the beginning, set those expectations. We will support you with everything we have, but we cannot succeed for you. If you succeed in NeoLife, it's going to be you who creates that success. Not your sponsor, not NeoLife, it will be you. And on the other hand, if you fail in NeoLife, it's going to be you who creates that failure. Not your sponsor, not NeoLife. You are going to be the difference between success or failure in your NeoLife business. NeoLife is here, your sponsor is here, your upline leaders are here to guide you, to support you every step of the way. And everybody in this business, when you said yes to NeoLife, immediately you had access to the same product line that everybody has. Everybody participates in the same compensation plan, which we're going to teach you about a little bit later. Yet some people succeed beyond their wildest dreams and others don't. You are the only variable in this equation. And I'll tell you this because I want you to find this motivating. I want you to find this empowering, liberating. Your success relies on nobody else other than you. You have just taken complete control of your future and your financial future. And the purpose of tonight's call, so I'm going to share my screen with you. There's a few things that we want to achieve on tonight's call. Number one, I want you to understand the power of network marketing, the power of NeoLife, the power of this journey and this opportunity that you have just started. The second thing is we are going to give you your first basic compensation plan training. How are you going to make your first bonus check? And then how are you going to add zeros to that bonus check and increase that check? And then the third thing we want to talk to you about tonight is we want to empower you to take your next step in this business. What you have to do to go from distributor to manager to senior manager. And we want to empower you to sponsor your first distributor this week. Not this month. We want to empower you to sponsor your first distributor this week in the business. Okay. And so let's just talk about network marketing. Why network marketing? And there's so many reasons, but I'm going to just focus on a few. We so often talk about the power of our product and the need for good nutrition in today's world, the need for environmentally friendly, non-caustic, non-toxic, very cost-effective cleaning products in today's world. But the power of network marketing comes down to the financial opportunity. Right now, we're living in a world where there's a lot of financial stress. Agree or disagree, there is a lot of financial stress. In South Africa, this stat might be a little bit outdated. I think it's probably even a little worse than this right now. But 29% of South Africans are unemployed. And I think around Africa, it's probably that, if not worse. 56% of under 25-year-olds are unemployed. Okay, and this was a stat I took pre-COVID. So I think these stats have been expedited and are looking even worse than this. So we had this unemployment crisis on our hands. We have kids, we have students who are getting degrees and getting qualifications and completing matric, entering into a world of unemployment, normally with a high student debt attached to that. Another reason is 56% of middle income consumers in South Africa. Okay, so people that are should have a stable income, are spending all their monthly income in 5 days or less after receiving it. Okay, get that. So they get paid 5 days later, they have no money. So the month is lasting longer than their paycheck. Another reason, and this reason is being driven by the fact that people need to find a way to make more money. Right now, there's 3 out of 5 South Africans are looking for a way to generate another source of income. But here's the challenge. Entrepreneurship and business is risky. 5 out of 7 businesses are failing within the first 12 months of starting. Okay, that's not a good run rate. On average, a new business that starts today will need about 750,000 Rand just to survive the first year in business. And these are just 3 factors and 3 stats I wanted to throw out there, which is really fueling the economy for network marketing. Why? Because network marketing truly is the solution to these challenges. Network marketing will allow you to start your own business that you can work from home at a very low startup cost. I'm guessing you started your NeoLife journey for our new distributors for around 1,000 Rand, plus minus, give or take a little bit. You know, in the greater scheme of things, you're starting a business, a potentially multi-million dollar business for less than 1,000 Rand, less than $100. That's quite remarkable. You haven't had to take out a loan for premises. You don't have to pay. You haven't signed a contract which commits you to a monthly rent. You haven't had to employ any staff. You haven't had to put marketing strategies in place, which can cost so much money. Low startup cost. With a low startup cost, there comes no risk. You've bought a business starter kit. There's product in that starter kit. So at the worst possible scenario, you're going to end up a little bit healthier than before. There's absolutely no risk. There's no experience needed to do our business. You don't have to be degreed. Gosh, we have people that have succeeded beyond their wildest dreams that have never finished school in this business. And on the other hand, we have professionals, doctors, lawyers, accountants, teachers, nurses that are also very successful in our business. Your experience doesn't matter. You don't have to spend money and time on product research and development. That is all taken care of. In fact, our product line is probably one of the key reasons why we've been successful for 63 years in NeoLife, because our product and research and development is impeccable. In fact, we were the first nutrition company to produce nutrition that was backed by science. Your logistics, your warehousing, your business administration is completely taken care of. You haven't had to go and find delivery partners around the country, around the continent, to make sure that your orders and your products are delivered to people's homes, to their businesses. You haven't had to finance warehousing facilities. You haven't had to do importing and exporting and the logistics that come with that. You haven't had to hire a team of accountants to do your business administration, or product supply people to do your product supply administration. The marketing is taken care of. You look inside your NeoLife kit and you'll see a whole host of very professional marketing items, all taken care of. Your training and development, that is at the heart and the core of what we're going to try and instill in you to become trained and the best version of yourself to succeed in this business. In fact, you have a sponsor right now that wants to see you succeed probably as much, or if not more, than you want to see yourself succeed. You have people that have your success in mind. You become part of a very lucrative compensation plan. And our compensation plan, you're going to learn a little bit more about later, but we don't care how connected you are, how educated you are, how well known you are. Everybody gets to participate in the same compensation plan, so it's a level playing field. You get a complete business in a box with all the websites and technology. Have you taken a look at your back office? You can administer your NeoLife business in over 50 countries around the world from your NeoLife back office. Somebody in America or Australia could log onto your website and join your team as a NeoLife distributor through your NeoLife back office. You have a mobile phone app that allows you to place an order and get that order delivered anywhere in the country, provides you with information. We have the NeoLife University training site to help you improve your knowledge on our product and our science. So network marketing is the solution, because it takes away all the administration, and risk and cost of traditional business. Network marketing is more than just a little sideline business that you can make a little bit of money from selling products. If you just want it to be a sideline business that you can sell a few products and make a few hundred or excuse me, 1,000 Rand, that's fine. But I want you to understand it is so much bigger than that. This is a business that you can earn 6 figures, 7 figures monthly if that's what you wanted to do. Maybe not immediately, but over the next 3, 4, 5 years, if you apply yourself. Right now, the network marketing industry is a $192 billion global industry. And I just looked at something before we started the call. The global entertainment industry is 100 million US dollars. Sorry, 100 billion US dollars. We are nearly 2 times bigger than the global entertainment industry. The world soccer industry is 29 billion euros. That's not even close to $100 billion. And so we are far bigger than the world soccer industry. We have 118 million active distributors in our industry. Over $200 million gets paid daily in commissions to our network marketing distributors. Over $200 million. Would you like a little percentage of that? Why not? An exciting part for us in Africa on this call is 43% of sales is coming from emerging markets such as Africa. So we are really in an amazing industry that is global, it's huge, and it's only getting bigger. And we're at the right place at the right time right now. So why NeoLife? So there's many network marketing companies in the network marketing space, and it's something which we really got to be careful of because of the need for people to make extra money. I'm sure you have experienced this. There are other companies and not so good companies. Just as you get some mechanics and some accountants and some lawyers that aren't so good, there's a lot of companies that come into this network marketing space looking to make a quick buck. So it's very important that you partner with the right partner. And I can tell you that NeoLife is the right partner for you. Number one, we've been around for 63 years. In fact, this year we're celebrating 50 years in South Africa. We're operating in over 50 countries around the world. And we've had over 60 years of success because of some core values that we follow. And these core values are going to drive our success for the next 100 years and beyond. Number one, absolute integrity in everything that we say and do. It's the absolute core of who we are, and it's reflected in all that we do. We expect that from you as a NeoLife distributor, and we expect that from ourselves as a NeoLife company. Okay, so it's very important that as a NeoLife family, we are holding each other accountable to that number one value. Number two, people are number one. We believe in the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. This includes respect, individual dignity, kindness, acknowledging that each person has a unique and important role to play. Number three, products that work. Unique and superior products. Quality without compromise. We will never put a product out there unless it fulfills our quality control standards. Not me too trendy or fad products. Our products are guaranteed and developed under the guidance of our NeoLife Scientific Advisory Board. So as a NeoLife distributor, I want you to have absolute faith and confidence that you can boldly use our products with your family and talk to other people that you care about and love about our products. Number four, equal opportunity for all. No matter your age, your gender, your experience, your race, your religion, your creed, you can have success with NeoLife and you will be welcomed into our global family. And number five, a long-range vision. Guides our decisions and our actions for the well-being of both existing and future NeoLife family members. We are not making decisions that are going to give us immediate gratification. We're making decisions that are going to allow you to build a global and generational NeoLife business. So those are our values, and I believe those values make us the most ideal network marketing business partner that you can choose. So let's move on into our compensation plan. The second thing we want to really touch on this call is we want you to leave as a new distributor. We want you to leave with a sense of you understand how this compensation plan works. You won't know it all. Our goal is not to teach you everything tonight, but just to lay down the foundation and the basics. And to do that, I'm going to ask Mr. Brandon Sondo to turn his video on for me. Brandon,
Hey, Andrew, how are you? Are you all good?
How are you doing tonight?
I'm fantastic. Thank you, Andrew. What a great session that you just shared there. Thank you very much.
Wonderful,
I,
wonderful.
I am.
And now Brandon is in Mozambique, and let me just tell you. Well, you tell them, why are you in Mozambique, Brandon?
Well, I'm excited. It's just unfortunate that I don't know much of Portuguese, but I would be telling people in Portuguese how excited I am. But I must say that we are here in Mozambique, in Maputo, and tomorrow it's the day. We're going to be having the first part of the opening. We're going to be having our leaders, and we're going to have a wonderful time. And this is a new beginning. It's a new era for Mozambique. They've been waiting for this for a long time. And I'm excited because our distributors, they're going to be getting the support that they've been looking for quite a number of years. And yay, we have the office right here in Maputo. And if you have some people, friends, relatives, people that you know in Mozambique, they can get some of the products right here in Mozambique now, directly from our office. And surely we'll share more information on that tomorrow because we have a special Zoom for the opening tomorrow, and we're going to talk about that, the fun that we're going to have here.
Fantastic, fantastic. So Brandon is going to be having a cocktail party tomorrow with our beacon leaders to celebrate the opening of our DC, and all of our NeoLife family are invited to join that Zoom call at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow night. So Brandon, let's carry on with the agenda, and let's talk about the NeoLife compensation plan and how it applies to new distributors on the call.
Well, thank you very much, Drew. And for me, it's truly a pleasure, to be part of this call. And more importantly, where we're going to talk about what this, what is available to assist and help our distributors to take their businesses to greater heights. But as Drew has mentioned, that it's all up to you. We have everything in place to help you and support you to take your business to the next level. It's all up to you now, to say, hey, I have signed up, I have joined, I need to take this business seriously. Because when you take this business seriously, I must tell you that things will happen for you. And I know that there's a lot of people that are seeing me for the first time on the call today. And welcome, and it's good to see all of you. And I hope to see you again and again and again. And I would like to see you grow your business, take your business to greater heights. My name is Brendan Masondo, and I'm the sales director for NeoLife Southern Africa. I've been part of the company now for over 24 years, and it's truly a pleasure to be part of a company like NeoLife. Drew was sharing the honesty and the integrity, our values, the importance of our products, quality products. All of that I have seen. When I started, I had no idea about the company. I just wanted to get a job, and that was it. But I realized that this is an extraordinary company, extraordinary business, which was changing people's lives from all over the world, from all backgrounds. It didn't matter who you are, where you came from, or the color of your eyes, or anything like that. As long as you had a goal and a dream to achieve, it is possible through NeoLife. So NeoLife is a vehicle that will take you from where you are to where you want to be, as Andrew has mentioned. Now, I'm going to talk to you today about our compensation plan. And our compensation plan, I want to tell you that it's the best compensation plan that you will find out there. And today, we're just going to touch on a couple of things just to help you to understand some of the terminology that we talk about on a regular basis. So I'm going to quickly go through one of the books that we have, which is called the Compensation Plan. And this is a book that has all of the necessary information that is required for you to understand this terminology. The first question would be, where do I find this compensation plan book? This compensation plan book you would find in your kit. All the new distributors who have recently joined, you know where your kit is, you know what is in the kit. The compensation plan, it's one book that you need to go through as well. Don't just go through one book, but go through all of these books. But the compensation plan, I just want to say to you, is very, very important because it will enable you to understand the terminology, to understand the different levels that you need to go through, to understand the different bonus bonuses that we have, from the sales volume bonus to the other different bonuses that are available. But also it will guide you in your journey with NeoLife. So you need to spend some time on this compensation plan, but spend more time on the compensation plan with your sponsor, your upline, so that they can show you exactly what is it that you need to do to go forward in this, in your journey with NeoLife. So the compensation plan is very critical, as I said. So here are some of the words or the terminology that we use on a regular basis. Already you would have heard PV. PV, what is PV? PV is point value, which is assigned to each and every product and is used to qualify for bonuses, recognition, and achievement. PV does not change, and it's the same everywhere. What does that mean? So each and every product that we have at NeoLife is assigned PV. For example, your TreeNN, your LDC, your Pro Vitality, all of these products, they have exactly the same points in South Africa, in Italy, in the US, anywhere where NeoLife is. Now, obviously, as a company, we want to try and make sure that everything stays equal. So it is easy to use points to evaluate the value of the product. So point value is assigned to each product and is used to qualify for bonuses. So to qualify for bonuses, you need to have certain points. It brings me to the next point now. Personal PV. Personal PV, these are points that are done in your name. Meaning that if you buy a product in your name or in your NeoLife distributor ID number, and the value of the products that you have purchased is 10 points. So your personal PV will be 10 points. So every time that you buy products, they will have points. Now, the points that we use, for example, if we have points for the month of April, those points will go for the month of April. At the end of the month, when we do our month end, after month end, we will start from 0. So the points that you have for this month, you need to accumulate them to a certain value so that you can qualify for certain bonuses, to qualify for incentives, to qualify for any other things that might be there for step up and so forth. So personal PV is the points that you have on your name. Now, you will always hear people talking about a minimum of 100 PVs. I will touch on that later on. Qualifying PV. Qualifying PV is a combined figure, a combined amount of points, your personal PV for the month plus the points of your distributors. If you have 2 distributors in your organization, so they also have their own personal PVs. It's their personal PV plus your personal PV combined that gives you qualifying PV, or QPV, as some people prefer to call it. Now, qualifying PV will also help you to take your next level, to qualify for certain percentages. So as I said, I will break that down at a later stage, that one as well. Now, PV, QPV, these are products that have been purchased, and it's the point value of each product accumulated, whether it is personal PV or qualifying PV, that is PV. Now we have something different, which is BV, bonus value. Bonus value, every product will have PV and BV. Now, bonus value is a currency value assigned to each product. Bonuses are calculated based on the BV. Now, earlier on, when I was talking about PV, I said PV stays the same everywhere in the world. And, whether you are in Italy, in South Africa, or Nigeria, the PV for LDC will be 10 points, regardless. The BV, on the other hand, will not stay exactly the same. Now, BV in America, in South Africa, in Lesotho, would differ slightly. Now, BV, this is the currency. Now, this is the money part now. When we calculate bonuses, we're talking about a percentage, and then the BV, that is where we get the money from. So the higher your BV, the higher your bonus. The higher your point value, the higher the percentage that you qualify for a bonus. So in other words, if your PV is high, you'll qualify for a higher sales volume bonus or percentage, and that would mean that the BV, or the bonus value, will also be higher, and then you'll get a greater bonus for that matter. Now, Bonus value, as I said, that there's PV and then BV. You will also see this all in the price list, on your price list. When you open your price list, you will see all of these things, the PV of the products and the BV. The next section that I want to touch on, you have joined. And when you become a distributor, the first thing that we want you to do is to take your first step. Take your first step and become a manager. And when you take your first step and become a manager, this is the most important part in your journey because you have moved. And when you start the business, you want to move. You don't want to stay in one position. And by moving from distributor to manager, it also means that you are now going to qualify for certain percentages in terms of bonuses. You're going to qualify for certain benefits or incentives and so forth. And you're going to get yourself a brand new pin of a manager. Now, how do I become a manager? There's two ways. There's a compensation plan way, which is path number one. And then there's the incentive part, which is path number two. Let's talk about path number one. What we say, to step up and become a manager, you need to do a minimum of 100 personal PV on your own in your name in the month. And then in the same month, accumulate 500 qualifying PV, you plus your team. So let's do an example. Let's say you have about 4 people in your team. They each do 400. That comes to 400 points. Plus your 100, that gives you 500 qualifying PV. Then you are a qualified manager. If you do it in the path 2 or path number 2, which is an incentive way, this is a fast way of getting you to qualify for a bonus. This is a fast way of getting you to becoming a manager. Now, if you do 250 personal PV on your name in the month, which will translate to 250 qualifying PV, if you do this on your own in the month, you become a manager. So this is the incentive way. This is not the compensation plan. Now, becoming a manager is just the beginning of new things that are going to happen in your life, because as a manager, now you start qualifying for sales volume bonus. Now, how do we calculate sales volume bonus? What is sales volume bonus? Let's look at it. But before we look at the sales volume bonus, let me show you the 250, the 100 qualifying PV. How did we accumulate that? If you have 3 distributors, you have distributor A, distributor B, distributor C, and you want to see how do you accumulate your qualifying PV. When we start calculating PVs or qualifying PV or bonuses or anything like that, we start from the bottom. So in this case, we will start with distributor B. Distributor B is a distributor, and then they have done 100 personal PV. Now, they don't have any distributors under them, so their personal PV and qualifying PV will be exactly the same as 100 PVs. Then we have distributor A, who has already done on their own 150 personal PVs. Now they have a downline, and their downline has done 100. So how much will their qualifying PV be? It will be a combination of 150, which is theirs, plus 100 from their downline to give them 250 qualifying PV. So their PV would be 250. But more importantly, I want you to understand this. They have personally 150. In their team, they have accumulated 250. Okay, so they did not do 250 on their own, meaning that they are not yet a manager. They need to have done 250 on their own or accumulated 500 PVs, qualifying PVs. Right. Then distributor, this is distributor C now. Distributor C has 100 personal PVs. They don't have any downline. So their personal PV will be 100 points, and their qualifying PV will also be 100 qualifying PV. Now, you have done 150 points. How much is your qualifying PV? Your qualifying PV, in this case, will be a combination of B, A, and C. So all their points combined plus yours will give you your qualifying PV. Okay, let's work it out. Distributor number C has 100. Distributor A has 250. And the total that you have plus yours will come to 500 qualifying PV. This means that you are a qualified manager because you have 500 points. And this is what we want you to do, to accumulate 500 points so that you can start qualifying for bonuses, for the sales volume bonus. Now, let's go to the next stage now of showing exactly how the sales volume bonus works. Now, the sales volume bonus works in this way. The minimum percentage that you get to qualify for a bonus is 3%, and the maximum is 25%. So we've got 200, when you do 250 points to about 499, you qualify for 3%. If you do 500 PVs, you qualify for 5%. If you do 500 all the way to 999, you qualify for 5%. And then if you do 1,000 and above to about 1,999, it's 10%, and so forth. And the maximum is 25%, as I mentioned. If you do 4,000 and above, you qualify for 25%. That's the maximum that we pay out on sales volume bonus. Now, you could do 6,000, 10,000, 15,000, 50,000, you will still qualify for the 25% maximum of the sales volume bonus. But let me just break it down here a little bit. If you are a manager, you will qualify for 3 and 5%. If you are a senior manager, that would be a qualified senior manager, that would be between 10 and 20%. If you are a director, then you will qualify for 25% and more. So if you are not yet a director and you are on your way to become a director and you do 4,000 and you're not yet a director, you cannot earn 25%, only directors and above. And I will tell you more why it is important for you to become a director. So if you are at 250 at this point, get yourself to 500 to earn 5%. But here's something I just want you to look at. 500 is 5% and 1,000 is 10%. If you do 999, you will get 5%. So make sure you always look and see where you are so that you get closer to the next level so that you can maximize on the sales volume bonus, because it is 1 point that can make a huge difference. Because if you do 1,000, you're getting 10%, which means that it's double 5%. So that means that you're going to get a good, nice bonus. We want you to qualify and get a nice bonus. Right. So this is the sales volume bonus. Spend some time on it so that you can understand it. There's too much to explain or to share with you, but I just want you just to have an understanding how the sales volume bonus works. Now, the explanations that I've already spoken about, the QPV, how does it work? The BV, how does it work? I want to come back again to the BV. The BV is the money part. The PV takes you or gives you the percentage. So if your PV is 4,000, you get 25%. It means that your BV will be calculated on 25%. And if you do 250, we'll calculate your BV at 25%, which is 3%. But we want you to get to the maximum, which is 25%. Now, that is a sales volume bonus. Now, when you see this as a distributor, as a manager, and you say, I want to go further, I want to start qualifying for the 10%. How do you take your next step to becoming a qualified senior manager? By the way, I want to tell you this. If you are a brand new distributor, you can skip the manager step and move from manager straight to senior manager. How do you do, or how do you step up from distributor or manager to senior manager? If you go the compensation plan way, which is path number 1, you do 100 personnel PV. And then if you accumulate 1,000 qualifying PV, you plus your distributors, if you have 1,000 qualifying PV, you become a qualified senior manager. You can also use the path 2, which is the incentive way. Or what you do 500 personnel PV in your name, which translate to 500 qualifying PV. 500 personnel PV on your name in 1 month, you become a manager. So you can do it in two ways, the compensation plan way or the incentive way. But today we're not focusing on the incentives, we're focusing more on the compensation plan. So if you do this business, make sure that you do a minimum of 100, because imagine if you have 0 PV and you have 1,000 qualifying PV in your team, it means that you lose out on taking a step. It means that you lose out on qualifying for a sales volume bonus of 10% or more. It means that you lose out on any available incentive to achieve in the business. So it's important to do the right thing. Use the products, because it goes back to the 3 daily success habits. So this is how you take your next step and become a senior manager. And I hope that as many people on this call are going to take their step and become senior managers or qualified senior managers. If you are already a qualified senior manager, I want you to look forward to becoming a director, because this is a level that we want all of our distributors to get to. And the sooner you get to director, this is when you qualify for the other bonuses, the other incentives, the extras that we have in our business. And the value that you get here as a director is just amazing. As a director, these are some of the things that you qualify for. These are the things that you're going to see come your way. You know, as I mentioned, 425% sales volume bonus, because you're a director, you're doing 4,000 points or more, and then continue. Now you're going to qualify for special schools, special training. You attend director schools, and then you attend the convention for free. When we have our conventions, directors or Emerald directors, consistently qualified directors, they qualify to attend the convention for free. Plus, you get to be recognized on stage at the convention as a director. But it's not only that. Your convention attendance will be free. You will also have an opportunity to be invited for the President's Team Consistency Dinner. This is a dinner that happens pre-convention, the night before the convention, where you meet, rub shoulders with some of the successful distributors that we have at NeoLife from around the region in Southern Africa. Continue to do this. Continue to stay qualified as a director. You attend leadership school, which is it's a getaway for 4 days, 3 nights, and you are taken to a nice, beautiful place, 5-star hotel, and spend some time with the company executives, some distributors who are Emerald directors, world team members, and we also always get a guest, a President's team member, to come and train and help you to know and understand more about this business. This business is not about just sitting at home watching the Zoom, but it's also about empowering you, giving you the key things so that you can take your business to the next level. And we do that, whether whether it is via Zoom or physical events where we can, we will do this because we want you to take your next step, help other people to achieve their dreams. As a director, some of the incentives, this could be around about 18,000 Rand per annum. This is over and above your bonuses. These are some of the incentives that you can qualify for. And as a director, you go and qualify for sales volume bonus, plus you start earning what we call leadership development bonus if you develop other directors. Now, I know it's too much to comprehend. I just want you to spend some time with your sponsor, with your upline, with your team, and follow all of the trainings that we have on, as a company that we have put together, so that you can understand what is it that you need to do, so that you step up and become a director. This is the ultimate goal: become a director. But when you become a director, develop other directors. I know that you just recently joined the business, but I want you to work towards becoming a director, because this is the level that you need to be at. Thank you. I hope this is clear, but we will have the recording so that you can get more understanding on some of these things that we have spoken about here today. So, Andrew, I don't know if you want to share anything or touch on any of the things that we have mentioned here.
Brandon, absolutely. I think I'm so pleased you covered director, and it's very important for the new distributors on the call. You might not understand how you have to get to director. don't worry too much about the details, but what I want you to do is take your minds to director, because director is the key position in this business. If you are building this business to create a future, a financial future for yourself, there's no question about it. You have to become a director. And as a new distributor, I recommend you start shooting to become a director over the next 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you become a director? You become a director by first taking your manager step. Okay, so understand clearly on how you got to take your manager step. You can rewatch the replay of this call, or you can log onto your back office and we'll tell you how you got to take your manager step. When you take your manager step, you focus on taking your senior manager step. Follow the steps on this business to get you to direct and above, providing you follow next step, next step. And for those managers and senior managers that might be on this call today, don't get comfortable at your position. Always look at taking your next step and understand how you got to take that next step. So Brandon, thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, so let's look at, Brandon's covered the compensation plan. Let's have a look at some of the activities that we have to be doing as distributors to build your business and to participate or to capitalize on that compensation plan. And we call those activities the 3 daily success habits. Okay, and for the NeoLife family on this call, this is nothing new, but it's brand new for the new distributors. The 3 daily success habits. What do we need to be doing? You got to be using the product. I'm not going to spend much time on this tonight, but I want you to be using our product wherever you can in your home. If you are a committed NeoLife distributor aiming to build a business, you need to become a product of the product. No question about that. Never buy a product from the retail store that you can buy from your own business. That's very important. Work with your sponsor in ensuring that you are using the products as effectively as you possibly can in your home. The second activity is share the product and the opportunity. And the third is personal development, which I'll touch on in my close. But I want to just drop anchor here and talk about sharing the product and the opportunity. This is the money-making activity. This is the activity that will grow your business. Okay, but not when people join this business, normally they start out and they don't have the skill, the know-how, how to share the product and the opportunity and to recruit somebody new into the business. And so I want to highlight the power of sponsoring this business. You don't build a business on your own. And so here's just an example. If this is you, okay, you can choose who you want to be in this picture, but this is you. And you are using the product, habit number 1. Habit number 2, you are sharing the product. You're going out and finding people and you're building up a customer range. And so in this example, you are doing 250 points, personal points, as Brandon spoke about. Now you get out and you share the opportunity. You sponsor people into your business. I want you to understand the power of NeoLife belongs in the sponsoring. Okay, if you don't sponsor, you do not build a big business. So you get out and you find 3 other people. We call them your basic 3. And your 3 people, you teach them how to use the product. You work with them and help them find a little customer base. So they also do 250 points just like you. Now, even though you are only doing 250 points, look at this. Your business now does 1,000 points, making you a senior manager. And you get all the business, the benefits and the income that comes with being a senior manager. But what I want to highlight in this little equation is that you didn't do this on your own. You did it with 3 other people. The power in NeoLife is in the sponsoring. And it's a skill to learn how to sponsor people. And I had a great question that came in on the Q&A while Brandon was chatting. Somebody saying, yeah, I don't know how to sponsor people. I'm not succeeding in sponsoring people. And so there are some mistakes that people make, and especially in the beginning. And the key mistake is they run out to everybody, and there might be an opportunity meeting happening, or your leader might be doing an opportunity presentation or product presentation in your area. And you just contact everybody you send a bulk message out to everybody, or bulk WhatsApp out to everybody in your database on your phone, or you send a message out to a generic message out to everybody on your Facebook contact list, and nobody responds. And that happens often. That's not the way we sponsor people in this business. You'll get very little result doing it that way. There are specific skills which we need to learn, know, and develop to be able to fully sponsor people into our business. And there's a few things that we need to do. The first thing is you need a name list. Your name list is one of the benefits of NeoLife is you don't, as I mentioned, you don't have the overheads of a shop or premises, but so you don't have the risk and the financial overhead. But the compromise for that is you have to go out and find people to bring them into your business. You don't have people walking into your shop because you're in a busy street. You have to go out and find people. And the first place you start finding people is on your name list. And we could do a whole training on the name list, but I'm just going to keep this training specific to new people tonight. For our more developed distributors, we'll teach you how to keep adding names to this name list. But for our new distributors tonight, there's a job that I want you to do. So grab a pen and pencil if you can, or paper, and write this down. Tonight, not tomorrow, tonight, write 10 to 20 names on your name list. 10 to 20 names. I know some people on this call will do it, some people won't. The people that do it will build a business, basically. What you need to do, you need to write down their name, their contact number, and then next to their contact number, have a little space where you can write down their needs. Okay, we are a needs-based business. We are in the business of helping other people overcome either health goals or challenges, or achieve financial goals and overcome challenges. Those are the two ways we can help people. But we can't help people unless we know what they need or what they want. So we only contact people based on their needs. So next to that person's name, those 10 names or 20 names that you're going to write down tonight, write down a need. Okay, Mary, she is always complaining about energy. Tom, man, he lost his job in COVID because he's in the travel business. John is always complaining about his belly. He would like to lose some weight. Jane is somebody who loves her kids, but she hates going to work all day and not being able to spend time with them. She would love to be able to make money from the comfort of her own home. You know, whatever their needs are, you have the relationship with these people. So they might be your friends, they might be your neighbors, they might be your relatives, they might be your dentist, your doctor, your kids' friends' parents. You're going to have to get creative to get 10 or 20 names. Okay, that's where it all starts. The third thing is you're going to have to learn how to invite and present to these people. Invite and present to these people. Now, this sounds quite, for a new person, sounds quite, scary, but it's not, because we have tools in place that will help you do this. And so I want you to make some notes here on how to invite somebody. Write down the statement. If I would you. If I would you. Okay, that is what we call the power question. So let's take a name on your list. Let's take Mary. She's got no energy. And she's, with the last conversation you had with her, she said, I get home from work and I don't even want to make supper for my family. I'm so tired. All I can do is think about sleeping. All I can think about is sleeping. So you might pick up the phone and call Mary. And what you say to Mary is you don't phone her to have a long personal conversation. You're phoning her specifically to invite her to have a look at a solution to a challenge. Okay. And so it's very important that you phone and say, hey, Mary, I don't have much time. Okay. I'm just making this call real quick. I don't have much time, but I've been thinking about the last conversation we had. You mentioned that every night you got home from work, you had no energy. I really believe I have something which could help you overcome that challenge. Okay. Now here's a power question. Mary, let me ask you a question. If I sent you a link that would share some more information with you on this product, would you be willing to take a look? If I would you? And you wait for her to give an answer. Okay. Now, it's very important that at the beginning of this conversation, you let Mary know that you don't have much time, because if you don't let Mary know that, Mary's going to say, yeah, well, sure, tell me all about it. And as a new distributor, you probably aren't equipped or skilled enough to tell her everything about our Pro Vitality over the phone. And so, Mary, listen, I don't have much time. Would you be able to watch a short link that will give you more information? And wait for her to give you an answer. Mary is either going to say yes or no. What happens if she says yes? If Mary says yes, say, great, Mary, I'm going to WhatsApp you the link right now. What time, when would you have 5 minutes to watch the video? Wait for her to give you an answer. She might say tomorrow, or she might say on Tuesday afternoon. So say, great, okay, well, you're going to watch it on Tuesday afternoon. Is it okay if I give you a call on Tuesday at about 3 p.m. to follow up with you? So set the follow-up call. Okay, I'll give you a few examples just to try and get you familiar with it. So let's have a look at John. John lost his job because he worked in the travel industry, or maybe worked for one of the airlines. And in COVID-19, he lost his income. And he's a friend of yours, so you know his situation. You call him up and say, John, listen, Drew speaking. John, I've got to get back from my lunch break. I don't have much time, but I've been thinking about you. John, you mentioned in our last conversation that you lost your job through COVID-19, and financially things are tough right now. John, let me ask you a question. I think I have something which could help you make a little bit of extra money. Let's say 8,000 to 10,000 Rand over the next 6 months. If I invited you to join me on a Zoom presentation on Monday evening, would you be willing to take a closer look? Okay, and John's going to say yes or no. If John says yes, you say, great, John, I'm going to send you the link to the call right now. Okay, now what happens if John says no? That's not a problem. It's not the end of the road. There's a few things you can do. What I like to do is I like to ask John for referrals. Okay, because remember, we always want to be adding to that name list. So say, John, no problem. It might not be for you, but John, I'm really excited about this opportunity and helping people out of this financially stressful time. Who do you know, or who did you work with that would be excited about adding a little bit of extra income or cash to their monthly cash flow? Who do you know that would be excited about adding a little bit of income to their lives? Or maybe, who do you know that would be looking for a strong business that they could run part-time from home and from their cell phone? Or maybe you could say, who's the most healthy and active people you know? I'd love to talk to them. John, please give me 5 referrals. Ask John for referrals. Because if he's not interested, he's probably going to hand you 1 or 2 referrals. Now we ask for 5, because if you ask for 5, you'll be lucky to get 1 or 2. And these are people that you could add to your name list and possibly invite to take a look at your business at a later stage. Okay, I hope this is making sense to everybody. If I were you, one more example. Hey, Jane, it's Drew speaking. Listen, I don't have much time. I'm shooting back. I'm doing a school run in just a moment. But Jane, I've been thinking about the conversation we had in the school car park on Monday afternoon. You just mentioned that you were so over your job. You're so over not having the freedom and the flexibility to spend time with your kids. Jane, I think I've got a solution for you. If I sent you a short video, a link to a short video that would tell you more about it, the video is about 20 minutes. Would you take the time to take a look at this business opportunity? If I sent you a link to a video that would tell you more about it, would you take a closer look? If I would you wait for it to give you an answer. If she says yes, you schedule an appointment. Great. Jane, I'm going to send you the link now. When will you have 20 minutes to watch the video? Wait for it to give you an answer. Great. You're going to watch the video on that day, that time. Is it okay if I follow up with you after you've watched the video? Make sure you schedule that follow-up call. If she says no, Jane, no problem. I understand it's not for everybody, but I'm excited about helping people through this financially stressful time. I believe I have a solution to their challenges. Who do you know that would be excited by the idea of making some extra money every month? Who do you know that might be looking for a solid business that they could build part-time from the comfort of their own home? Ask for 5 referrals. Okay. Now, so that is how you invite, and we do a lot of invite training on these calls. So you're going to hear a lot more about this. But how do you present? As a new person, you probably don't have the skills to sit down and present your product and your opportunity. So you got some choices or some options. You can either use the tools that are available to you. To find out what tools are available to you, you can go to the NeoLife South Africa YouTube channel, or even better, get on the phone to a sponsor and say, where do I find the videos and the tools that I can share with my prospects? And they can tell you exactly where to find all these videos. In fact, they'll do one better than that. They won't show you where to find them. They'll probably give you the videos that they find work best for them. Okay, so speak to your sponsor or your upline leader. But you will, over time, develop the skill to present the product and the opportunity. But right in the interim, you could, if you live close to your sponsor, you could be setting up coffee shop meetings where you could be inviting your prospects to join you and your sponsor for a cup of coffee, and your sponsor can present the business for you. Okay, and follow up. Step 4. So number 1, write 10 to 20 names tonight, and over the course of the week, increase that list to 50 to 100 names. Next to every name, discover their needs. You're not going to just invite everybody to look at your opportunity. You're going to specifically invite people one at a time based on their need. If I could show you a way to achieve that or overcome that, would you take a look? Present to them, whether it's one of our Zoom calls, present to them and make sure that you follow up. Stats are showing us that people are looking at an opportunity 4 to 6 times before they join. So just because somebody joins a Zoom call and looks at an opportunity once, doesn't mean they're going to join you. You need to follow up with them and maybe meet with them and get their questions answered, or get them onto the next call, or get them onto a call with your upline leader so that they can get a little bit more information. Follow up. These are the 4 skills to sharing NeoLife and building your team. And what happens is, let's just follow on from this picture, from this diagram. You have your basic 3, and you've developed skills to sponsor your basic 3 and more. You teach your basic 3 these 4 skills that will help them sponsor their basic 3. And so they get their basic 3, each doing 250 points, and they become senior managers, your basic 3, just like you. That means you'll become a director doing 4,000 points. It's as easy as that. Sure, you're going to have to find more than 3 people to find 3 good people that will duplicate the process. But being able to sponsor in your business is the power in this business. And this is a gateway to building a big, successful organization and a director over the next 6 months. So my challenge to you tonight is to sponsor the first person into your business this week. And just to go back to the 3 daily success habits, the third one is personal development. And this all ties in with sponsoring people into your business. The 3 daily success habits, personal development. Success loves speed. Success loves action. We develop skills and we achieve results not by talking about what we're going to do, but by getting out of our comfort zone and doing it. Now, what I've just given you here is a theory-based lesson. Unfortunately, theory doesn't build your business. You're going to have to take what I've taught you and take it into your world and put it into action. Your past does not equal your future. We have the power to create our own future. That I know for sure. We have the power to create our own economy. But for things to change, we are going to have to change. Doing the same thing that you've done for the last 5, 10 years, or maybe even longer, will not take you to a new destination. Success is not theory. Success is action. Just as you build muscle by challenging it, by lifting weights, you build your sponsoring skills by getting out there and taking action and challenging yourself, making that name list, inviting people, having the courage to pick up the phone and invite people based on their needs and their desires, and showing them the NeoLife solution, whether that's opportunity or the product, showing them the NeoLife solution and having the courage to follow up with them until you get the result. Bring your best self to a NeoLife business. There's a few things that create zero talent, that require zero talent. Your work ethic, the effort that you put into your NeoLife business, your body language, your energy, your attitude, your passion. Be teachable, be coachable, be prepared, do more than what is required. Learn how to focus on the good. Learn how to focus on what you want to achieve. Your reality is only a few steps behind your thoughts and the thoughts that are going in your mind. So focus what you are running towards, not what you are fearful of. Focus on what you want to achieve. And Jim Rohn said it best. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenge, wish for more wisdom. And my prayer for every new distributor who made the commitment to be on this call tonight is that you find the courage to step out of your comfort zone. You get out into your world and into your community, and you take massive action. And in doing so, you fulfill the potential that is living inside of you right now. And you create a life for you and a life for your family that truly excites you, because everybody on this call, new distributors and old distributors, are absolutely worthy of success. And we're so proud to have you part of this NeoLife family. And we have this massive desire to see every one of you succeed beyond your wildest dreams through your NeoLife business. So good night to every one of you. God bless, and we'll see you